In my admission, I am very claustrophobic, so staying at Aloft properties are just not for me. However, this one was still very expensive for this weekend because it's the summer, so I had to make do with what I did. Great lobby. There was always a lot of people in here, either just hanging out, so it's a great local space for people to get together. I was on the third or fourth floor, so it was pretty low, and had a king bed, very small room, but honestly, because it was a corner room, it felt a lot bigger than it probably was. My biggest issue with this is there's just really not a great space to do work if you need to from a desk utilization standpoint. View was of a parking garage, but also the Miracle Mile area is very nice, and the window did open a little bit if you needed to. So it had a decent bathroom, very modern, pretty much what an Aloft is. What I also know Aloft for is not being clean, and this one was no different. There were spots kind of all over the place or just like corners that had been missed. It just seems like the overall cleaning staff is just a little bit lackluster at most Aloft properties. This one did have an automatic flushing toilet, which I don't know how I felt about that, but it did. It had some spots all over, and then the carpet too was pretty dirty. Didn't have a whole lot of carpet, but what they did have was dirty, kind of hidden in this pattern, but it was still there. And then that couch also had some spots. Although I give it some bad rap, this one is actually a pretty good experience overall for Aloft. So if I was in the area, the price is right, I would stay here again with no problems. Follow for more.